Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast, where you can hear interviews with special guests such as
Dayon Buchanan, Tom Waddle, Pierre Desir, Brent Berry, Ed Werder,
and many others.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
So be sure to subscribe and tune in to the CS Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/ChristianRE722.
Did you not get the memo?
That's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722 for great interviews. Be sure to check out the CS Podcast.
You are ridiculous.
Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafelt, and I'm now joined by Friends University running back Tyrie Allen. Tyrie, I appreciate you joining the show, man. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Now, let's get right into it, man. Now, I know you've bounced around a few spots. Coming out of high school, you actually decided to attend Florida Atlantic, and after spending some time there, you decided to transfer to Nicholls State, and here you are today at Friends University, in which you transferred here last year. I'm curious now, what is it about little old Friends University that stuck out to you, and why did you decide to play for the Falcons?
After I left Nicholls State, I joined Bethany College with my older brother, Junior, and my credits didn't end up going through, so I had to sit out that year. And after that year, I sat and thought about, all the teams in the conference that I would like to play for, because I couldn't go back up to D1. My years were up if I was to go back up. So I sat down and I looked at all of the KCAC teams, and I just tried to figure out where I would make the best fit and which team would be the best for me.
I actually didn't know that you wanted to go to Bethany College first, and well, here you are now at Friends University. Last season was your first year at Friends University, and you only carried the ball 12 times for 48 yards. I know Thomas Hankerson was the main guy over there at that time. When you decided to transfer to Friends University, though, did you expect to play more than you did that first year, or what was it told that you might not get too many carries that first year?
Honestly, when I came into Friends, I knew of Thomas, I knew of Hank, so I was sure there was going to be competition. And coming into camp, we both battled it out. I was the bigger back, and in our offense, we actually rotate three backs. So, it's really not how you start the game, it's how you finish it anyway. And we spoke with the coaches and tried to decide who would start, all that. And I'm the type of person, I'm not really into all that starting stuff. I just like to play football, and I actually got hurt. I actually dislocated my elbow on my first carry, so that's what messed my season up.
Okay. Now you mentioned that you guys run. I know this year there was a game where I think I've seen like 5 guys run the football, maybe even more. So you guys use a lot of running backs, and you guys are a run-first offense. With that being said, what were some of the things you did personally to better your game during this off season and try to lock up those carries?
I knew coming into this season that I was going to be the man, and I could be getting 30 to 40 carries a game, and that's really what I want. I wanted that since high school. So in the off season, I did a lot of explosion. I worked on my endurance a lot. I got in way better shape than I've ever been in my whole life this summer, and I really took it to the next level because I knew that it would pay off in this last year.
Chris Shanafelt talking with Friends University running back Tyrie Allen. And Tyrie, you have 2 brothers, one named Tevin who plays defensive back for Illinois State, and you mentioned Junior who put up crazy numbers as running back for Bethany College, and he went on to play for the Wichita Wild. From what I understand now, Junior is down there in Kansas, and he's been working with you and a few other guys on the Friends University football team. Do you feel he's been able to help you improve your game, and if so, how?
Definitely, because Junior, he's a legend in the NAIA.
Right.
And I'm the type of person, I love criticism. I know I'm not perfect, and Junior's a great running back. I take everything he says, and I try to work it into my game, and if he has any advice for me or tips, I take it and I utilize it into my own game, and he has a lot of knowledge about the game, and I'm just like a sponge, I take it and I transfer it over to other people, and I just think he's a great mentor.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Tyrie, the Friends Falcons are 6-2, coming off of a hard-fought victory, 34-31 over Bethany College. But unfortunately, you've been battling an ankle injury, which has only allowed you to play in 3 games. But when you've played, you've had success, running for over 270 yards and 3 touchdowns. I got to ask you, how's the ankle feeling, and how do you feel about the season you and your team is having so far?
The ankle is getting better day by day, week by week. It's definitely a shocker. I didn't expect this to happen at all. I'm just happy that my team, we just keep fighting. We continue to fight. And even though the season hasn't gone exactly like how we expected, we still push and we still continue to grind it out. And that's what we've been doing as a family together.
Now, besides this ankle injury that has slowed you down a little bit this season, has anything, maybe a teammate or anything really, has anything really stuck out and surprised you at all?
I was expecting our season to go like how it is right now. Chris Allen, he's definitely he took it to the next level. We work hard this summer, and it's definitely shown on the field for him. He's had a fantastic season so far, and he's really taken the offense and put it on his back and help us get over these humps that we've been having.
It's hard to
picking up the slack.
It's hard to interview somebody from Friends University and not mention Chris Allen. Now with you being a running back, we mentioned earlier you guys are a run-first offense, but that doesn't mean you guys don't have success throwing the ball. Like you said, you guys have a star wide receiver in Chris Allen. How much easier is it on you as a running back to run the ball when you guys are having success throwing the ball?
Man, in the beginning of the season, it was like Team Allen. Run the ball, play action pass, throw it. Chris will score like a 50-yard touchdown. He'll get like a 50-yard bomb, and then I'll just punch it in. It's great working with him. They pack the box, play action. We got Chris wide open one-on-one. And then they'll bracket Chris, leave me on the island or something, and it's really like that. We've just been working off of each other and really helping balance the offense out.
Absolutely.
It's definitely great having a great receiver like that. Take the pressure off of each other.
Absolutely, and like I said, you guys are 6-2. You guys have gotten off to a great start to this season. There's been some nice battles this year that you guys have been in, but you guys have been able to pull out many of the games. 6-2 record, and it's looking pretty nice right now. I believe you guys are taking on Bethel College this weekend. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. At home.
And what's the game plan? Can you take me into that a little bit? What are you guys going to have to stop in order to get this victory?
Going into this week 9, week 10, they've improved over the past year. Their defense is looking pretty good, and in the beginning of the season, their offense was doing pretty good as well. We know that we have to kind of mix it up a little bit with their defense. They might bring a little bit of pressure on us because we've been struggling with that. But I think it's the normal game plan for the defense as well. Come out, give them our best shot, and really show the conference what we've got. We got to bounce back from last week. So I think we're coming out and we're going to put on the show this week.
Well, hey, Tyrie, man, you guys got a big victory over Bethany College. I'm wishing you guys nothing but the best this weekend against Bethel College, and I sure hope to see you back on the field. I hope that ankle heals up pretty soon. Now, before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to, say before I let you go, man?
Not really, man. I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity to hear from you.
Hey, thank you, Tyrie. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we can do it again soon. And once again, hopefully the ankle heals up, man. Hope to see you back out there. And best of luck the remainder of the season.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
All right, Tyrie. Take care, man.
All right, you too.